Your child's phone just became a locked box, and you hold the key. This quiet shift protects their developing brain from digital overwhelm while preserving the trust you've worked so hard to build. But most parents set up these monitoring tools completely backwards, accidentally turning a safety net into a battleground. By the end of this walkthrough, you will have a fully configured system running smoothly in the background, giving you peace of mind without a single argument. Let's start right at the beginning with the actual download. When you go into your App Store and search for this specific parental control tool, you will notice it actually requires two separate installations. There is a parent version for your device and a child version for theirs. This is where the first crucial parenting moment happens. So many parents quietly download the child version on their kid's phone while they are sleeping or at school, treating it like a secret surveillance operation. Please do not do this. Instead, sit down with your child. Tell them exactly what you are installing and why. Say something like, "My job is to keep you safe and help your brain grow, and this app is just a tool to help me do that." When they see you doing it out in the open, it completely changes the dynamic. It shifts from policing to partnering. Once both apps are installed, open the parent version on your phone. The screen will prompt you to create a secure account. Use an email address that only you check and create a strong password. This account is your master control center. After you are logged in, the app will generate a unique 9-digit binding code. This code is the bridge between your phone and theirs. Hand your child their device, open the child version of the app, and have them type in that exact 9-digit code. Watch them do it. Let them see the numbers match. It sounds like a small detail, but transparency right from minute one builds a foundation of trust that will save you from a dozen arguments later. Now that the devices are paired, you will be taken to the main dashboard. This is where it gets tempting to click every single button and turn on every single feature. But that is exactly how you overwhelm both yourself and your child. We are going to configure this in a very specific order, starting with the most visible and least invasive feature, which is screen time limits. Tap on the screen time or usage schedule section. Here, you can set a total daily limit, but more importantly, you can set specific time blocks. Think about your family's actual daily rhythm. Maybe school nights need a strict 2-hour limit, while weekends allow for 3. Set the bedtime schedule so the phone automatically locks at 9 p.m. and unlocks at 7 a.m. The beauty of this specific tool is that the lock happens automatically. You do not have to be the bad guy yelling across the house to hand over the phone. The app simply does it. The phone becomes a brick at bedtime. Your child might grumble the first few nights, but they will quickly realize that arguing with you is useless because the app is in charge. It removes the emotion from the boundary. If you are finding that just talking about screen time limits causes daily friction in your house, subscribing is the easiest way to keep getting these practical, conflict-free parenting strategies delivered right to your feed. The digital world changes fast, and having a steady stream of calm, realistic advice makes navigating it so much easier. Once the schedule is set, move over to the App Manager or App Blocking section. This is where you get granular. You will see a list of every single application installed on your child's device. You have the power to block specific apps entirely, or you can set individual time limits for them. Here is a strategy that works beautifully. Do not block everything. If you turn their phone into a completely barren wasteland with no games and no social media, they will just find a workaround, or they will resent you. Instead, use the app limits. Let them have their favorite game, but cap it at 45 minutes. Let them have their social apps, but restrict them to after homework is done. You are building a walled garden. Inside the walls, they have freedom to explore and play, but the walls keep them from wandering into the deep, dangerous woods of unrestricted internet access. Now, looking at all these different settings, schedules, and blocks can feel like a massive amount of mental juggling. If it feels like a lot to manage, I want to make it easier for you. I have put together a free sample chapter of my Parenting in the Digital Age guide, and it is linked right below in the description. It breaks down exactly how to have the initial conversation with your kids about these digital rules so they actually buy in, rather than just rebelling against them. Grab that free chapter from the link below and let us keep walking through the setup. Next on our list is location tracking. This is often the feature parents want most, but it is also the one that causes the most anxiety if configured poorly. In the location section of the app, you will see a map. But before you just stare at the dot moving around, set up your safe zones, sometimes called geofences. Add your home, your child's school, and maybe a grandparent's house or their favorite park. When your child enters or leaves these specific zones, the app sends a quiet notification to your phone. Think about what this actually does for your parenting. When your teenager is walking home from the bus stop, you do not need to call them 3 times to ask where they are. You just glance at your phone, see the notification that they left the school zone, and you relax. You know they are on their way. It replaces nagging with knowing. But here is a gentle warning. Do not use this to track their every single micro-movement. If you call them every time they stop at a friend's house on the way home, they will quickly figure out how to turn off the location services or leave the phone behind. Use it for safety and peace of mind, not for micromanaging their every step. Now here is where it gets interesting, and this is the part most parents completely miss. We need to talk about the detailed usage reports and the more advanced monitoring features. Deep inside the dashboard, there is a section that shows you exactly what your child is doing on their phone. It tracks which websites they visit, what they search for, and even how many times they pick up the device. This is incredibly powerful data, but it is also a trap. The trap is using this data to ambush your child. Imagine your child comes to the dinner table and you say, "I saw you were on a video app until midnight and you searched for some weird stuff." They will instantly feel violated, defensive, and angry. The trust you built during the installation phase will evaporate. Instead, use this data to guide conversations, not to launch attacks. If you see they are spending 4 hours a day on a specific game, wait for a calm moment in the car and say, "I noticed you are spending a lot of time on that game lately. Are you having fun with it, or is it starting to feel like a chore?" You are using the data to show them you are paying attention, not to punish them. This brings us to the most sensitive features in the app, which are the remote camera and microphone access. Technically, this tool allows you to remotely turn on their camera or listen to their surroundings. I need to be very honest with you here. As a parent who has navigated this digital landscape, I strongly advise against using these features secretly. If your child ever finds out you are secretly listening to their conversations or watching them through their camera, the damage to your relationship will be almost impossible to repair. They will view you not as a protector, but as a spy. If you feel you absolutely must use these features because of a severe safety concern, you must tell them you are doing it. Transparency is the only way to survive the digital years. But for the vast majority of families, the screen time limits, app blocking, and location tracking are more than enough to keep your child safe. Let us move to the quick action tools. At the bottom of your dashboard, you will see a few immediate control buttons. The first is the one-tap lock. This instantly freezes your child's phone, no matter what they are doing. This is your emergency brake. If you are at a family gathering and your child is being completely absorbed in their phone instead of interacting, you can quietly tap this button. Their screen will go dark with a message from you. It is a gentle but firm reminder that they are present in the real world right now. Right next to it is the emergency button. When your child presses a specific button on their phone, it instantly sends you their exact location and starts recording audio and video from their surroundings. Make sure you sit down with your child and show them exactly how to trigger this. Tell them that if they ever feel unsafe, if they are lost, or if they are in a situation that feels wrong, they should press this button. Promise them that you will come get them, no questions asked, and they will not be in trouble. That promise is one of the most important things you will ever say to them. It ensures that when they really need you, they will actually use the tool. Finally, take a moment to configure the web filtering settings. Even if you have app blocking turned on, kids can still access the internet through their browser. The app allows you to set the filtering level. For younger children, set it to strict, which blocks adult content, gambling, and violent sites. For teenagers, you can loosen this slightly, but keep the core safety filters on. The internet is vast, and their prefrontal cortex is still developing. They literally do not have the biological hardware yet to consistently make good impulse decisions when faced with highly stimulating, inappropriate content. The filter acts as their external impulse control until their brain catches up. As you look at your fully configured dashboard, take a deep breath You have set the screen time limits, you have built the walled garden with app blocks, you have established the safe zones for location, and you have set up the emergency protocols. The system is running. But I want to leave you with one final, crucial thought. All of these features, all of these settings and codes and limits are just tools. They are not a substitute for parenting. The app can lock the phone at 9 p.m., but it cannot teach your child how to self-regulate when they are stressed. The app can block inappropriate websites, but it cannot teach your child how to critically evaluate the media they consume. The app can track their location, but it cannot replace the feeling of a warm hug when they walk through the door. The goal of setting up this parental control tool is not to control your child. The goal is to control the environment so that your child has the space to grow, make mistakes, and learn without being exposed to things they are not developmentally ready to handle. You are building a scaffold. And just like a scaffold on a building, eventually, the building becomes strong enough to stand on its own, and the scaffold comes down. Your job right now is to put the scaffold up. Use the app to handle the heavy lifting of the boundaries so you can free up your own energy to focus on the relationship. When the phone is locked and the boundaries are set, you can just be their parent. You can ask about their day, you can laugh together, you can connect. The technology handles the rules so you can handle the love. What is the one digital boundary or screen time rule that actually works in your home? I know every family is different, and I would genuinely love to hear what is working for you. Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and I am always learning from your experiences. Remember, you do not have to be a tech genius to raise good kids in a digital world. You just have to be present, you just have to be intentional, and you just have to keep the conversation going. You have got this, and you are doing a wonderful job.